you doing? The great unknown has driven me into this deep despair and a huge economic burden, because who wouldn't spend $160 for an hour of clarity? I would, and I have. I have lit white candles and red candles and sage and cedar and Palo Santo, and I have bought so many Groupons to the House of Intuition that I am surprised they haven't figured out my game yet. The House of Intuition, where the receipt actually says, "Your intuition led you here." Which feels like a complete slap in the face, like, your intuition led you here to give me money because you were confused about your life. Ha ha ha. I have seen Sufis and mystics and tarot card readers and palm readers and astrologists and African priests and African priestesses, because one gender bathroom, y'all, all are included here. I try to control the unknown as much as possible. This is why I drink green juices and kombucha, because I want to not get sick. I want to have control, right? But who knows if I get an aneurysm like right here, right now? No one knows. Except a $160 mystic might know. So these are about the 4 times that I have seen mystics that have sort of ruined my life. 1, I'm in Thailand, and this mystic comes up to me, and I try to make him look stupid. So he asks me all these questions, and I come up with all these lies, and he predicts all of my lies. And I try to forget this one because I don't like the idea of someone living in my head. 2, I'm living in Budapest, and I'm working with this family, and this woman comes up to me, and she is of the family, and she says, "I'd like to give you a gift. We're not allowed to do this anymore, but if you'd let me, I'd like to read your palm." And I say, "Sure." And she says, "You have 5 masks, and you will die with 2. You will have 3 true lovers. You will spend your whole life looking for yourself. You will die abroad, and you will die alone." Yeah, I know. And so I spend the rest of my life, even now, looking at my hand, thinking 3 true loves. 3 true loves, only 3. How many do I have left? If I'm being honest, I don't think any, but who knows? 3, in Miami, there is a $21 mystic, the most famous Latin American mystic of all time. His name is Poopy. Yes, that is his name. Whole novelas have been canceled and started because of Poopy. And Poopy is talking to my mother, and he says, "Your son will not have another child." A child, not another child, a child. And 1, you don't say that to a mother. 2, you never say that to a Latin mother. Are you out of your mind, Poopy? And then he says, "Your son's real love has red hair," which is crazy because I'm engaged at the time to a woman with brown hair. And I'm thinking, Poopy, what the fuck, man? And so I'm looking at every woman with red hair, and I'm like, maybe she's the one, maybe she's the one. Maybe the woman I'm about to marry is going to dye her hair red. But that's not what happens right before she kicks me out of the house. And I think she's the 3rd. Finally, there's an amazing tarot card reader. And I don't want to say his name, but he's in LA, and if you need his number, hit me up after. And he says to me that the thing about prophecy is that what's going to happen is going to happen no matter what. I can tell you every single turn on that roller coaster, but you still got to ride that motherfucker. Now, he's sort of like Samuel L. Jackson if you read tarot cards in Pulp Fiction. And he says, future is easy. I can teach anybody to predict the future, but being okay with it, that's why you're here, is to be okay with it. And so that's where I'm left. I've seen a lot of mystics. I have seen a lot of people who told me what's going to happen, and most of the time, they've been right. So where does that leave me? With no control at all. And so I choose every day to not know. To just give in to the not knowing, because life is going to happen no matter what, and I have to be okay with it, with all of it. I have to allow myself to just fall into the nothingness of it all. Thank you.